G'day folks, welcome to Tuesday afternoon. Just got in from work, so of course it's cold and dark outside. Can't really do much on the cars, but just catching up on messages and things. And yes, I do know my washing machine Inferno video did get flagged, and it was flagged within the first 10 minutes of it being online. Now that's kind of unusual. It's not unusual, I have heard of it before with the is it a good idea to microwave this web show? Those guys had problems with flaggers killing videos to try and stop ad revenue, I believe, or at least as part of it anyway. It was basically just your basic tall poppy syndrome, followed by the unfortunate problem of losing monetization on the video as well. Like, they were actually living off the money that they were making with those videos, and of course it's sort of like getting laid off work. You lose a video like that to a flagger, it's the same as sort of getting laid off work for a day or more. So it hurts their income and also hurts views and other things like that when the video is sort of at the peak of its viewing range. So unfortunately I'm not going to re-upload it yet. If I do, it could even get me into more trouble, but I might do a best of mashup of all the flame spin videos and maybe even some other bits and pieces of washing machine stuff. I know a few people have been asking me to do mashups and things, but I just haven't had time. And plus the files are spread across several hard drives and other things, so it's kind of tricky trying to do that sort of thing, especially on an older computer like this. It's only a Pentium D or something like that. It's not too fancy. I'd have to transfer everything to the gaming computer inside and try and use that. But I think the hard drive on that's full, so I just downloaded Saints Row the 3rd a couple of weeks ago. That was on Steam sale for $20 and I couldn't resist it. It's an awesome game. It's so much fun, so many levels, and so wrong in so many ways. If you haven't, Saints Row the 3rd is sort of like what GTA should be. Like, it's just become so zany and crazy. It's just incredible. Yeah, running around with a baseball bat with a 3-foot long dildo shoved over the end of it, beating up pedestrians, is just so wrong and so funny. It's, yeah, not to mention the vehicle and character customization. My character's a steampunk with a mohawk, but he also wears a top hat and has nice looking goggles, steampunk goggles, and drives around in large SUVs with truck wheels and kneecappers and really cool shit. No, it's an awesome game. Go get it. I don't think it's on sale anymore, but it will come and go now that it's already been on sale once. So yeah, Saints Row the 3rd, definitely worth getting off Steam or wherever you can get it, even on console. Not to mention the fact that graphics are stunning. I'm running in medium quality and it's way better than any little... Even... It works better than Just Cause 2. I had frame rate issues with Just Cause 2, like it just suddenly start dropping frames like there's no tomorrow. But this one just runs so much better, and it's actually made for ATI cards, I think. Whereas Just Cause 2 seems to like Nvidia cards. I don't know, I was just having problems with it. Mind you, Just Cause 2 is awesome too, it's just not in the same way. It's not as zany, but you do have awesome stunts and effects like vehicle surfing and grappling to moving vehicles and jumping from one moving vehicle to another, or parachuting, or deploying your parachute while you're driving along and launching off into the air. It's really cool stunts and things. Not to mention the gunplay is pretty impressive. I mean, I've had better, but you can't expect all that sort of stuff from a game like that, like perfect gunplay. I can't remember what the best one was. No, Just Cause 2 has better gunplay than Saints Row, that's for sure. The sound effects are punchier, the explosions are definitely punchier. But no, it's just an awesome game. Both of them. Go get them both. If you like big sandboxes, especially massive sandbox in the case of Just Cause 2, the terrain, there's so many square kilometres of terrain, you could probably play a game like Deus Ex Human Revolution in the amount of time you spend running around between objectives. That's about the only downside. It's so massive, you've got to make efficient use of transport, which there's plenty of. You can steal pretty much anything. You can steal jets, you can steal helicopters, cars, you can, even the DLC pack that came with the one I downloaded includes a little thing called Tuk Tuk Boom. And if you know what a tuk-tuk is, just imagine one of them with a 105 anti-tank gun mounted on it. yeah, it's kind of fun. So much fun. But anyway, enough talking about computer crap. Well, actually, we'll talk about more computer crap, because I've got more computer crap. Huh, funny. Yeah, I just took a quick trip to the scrapyard on the way home, and I found all this stuff sitting in the big pile of dead everything. Unfortunately, some of it's gotten wet, it's muddy, it's been tipped out of a bin by the forklift, so it's had a bit of a crash. This display panel's smashed, which is a bit of a shame, because it's a Asus gaming laptop with a GeForce Go 7300 in it, and Core 2 Duo, but it's missing the hard drive, it's missing, well, the battery's still half in there, but it's a bit of a mess, so it's not really worth fixing up, or trying to even fix. No power supply, no nothing. Acer TravelMate, they're a dirt cheap computer, they're really cheap, so that's just an autopsy thing. That's an old Pentium 3 ThinkPad. I think I've still got quite a few of these floating around from when I got a pallet load of old laptops given to me by a local computer shop. They had about 250 of them. Mostly IBMs and a few old Toshibas, one of which I still use as my work jukebox computer come DOS gaming computer. But I had tons of them. In the end, I ended up just stacking them about knee high out the front of my nature strip, one stack at a time, and sure enough, they just walked off. It's the easiest way to get rid of old laptops that you're sick of. Pile them up on the nature strip and people will take them. No hard, well, some of them actually did still have hard drives in them, but they're only 1 gig hard drives and they were ancient computers. It's a Dell Latitude, doesn't say. Again, it's pretty smashed up. No hard drives either. Windows 2000 Professional, that must be pretty old. Yeah, very old Dell. The marking's gone. Oh no, C510. Okay, so it's an early, like a Pentium 4 maybe, even Pentium 3. Toshiba 1800, model number PS183A. It's a Toshiba satellite. Big heavy one too. Again, that's probably only a Pentium 3 at the most. Might still have a hard drive in it. No, it's gone. Looks like repair shop scrap. There was a whole heap more. There was tons of stuff. There was old hard drives, full-size towers and things, but most of it was swimming in a soup of mud and printing ink by the looks of it. There's just all this multicoloured ink in the water. I'm guessing the printers threw out a bunch of metal drums recently. Yeah, so it was a nasty soup of oil and ink and other crap in the bloody mud, so I didn't bother going diving for hard drives. Not that they'd be any use. It's got DVI output, or some kind of special one. It's missing the other pins. That's a Celeron D, and that's a Pentium 4 hyperthreading. It's a HP compact mini desktop. Yeah, Celeron D is slightly better than the normal Celerons, but nothing to really write home about. I just grabbed them so I can pull them to bits. Same with that one there. Heavy little bastard, but probably not much use for anyone. I'll try and fix it. It'd be nice to screw this one to the wall with the other one. That's essentially all I did. Looks like it takes a full-size graphics card too. Delta fan. So we've got a Delta power supply in it. Delta make good electronics. And again, that looks like rust, so it's been out in the rain. It's got twin fans under there. I know someone was asking for mini DC fans. I actually get quite a few people asking for DC fans. It's just a pain to have to pull them out of the power supply, that's all. You've got to rip the whole thing to bits. But yeah, that display took a fair hit. It's had another tower or something dropped on top of it. Smashed all across there. But then it was tipped out of a bin full of scrap metal, so what do you expect? Oh, and that LG Flattron, looks like roughly, I don't know, 20 inch, 19 inch across TV. It's got scratches on the panel, but no obvious looking smash points. We'll power it up and see what it does. Anywho, that's about all for now. Yeah, more computer crap. I've just been ordering bits and pieces for cars. The Ford's almost done. Just got to get the windscreen fitted. Probably tomorrow. I might even call the guys tomorrow, see if they can come out and fit it. Should be just under $200. I've got some bits and pieces for the Micra on order. I've got brake cylinders to get that fixed so it's roadworthy. 2 new tyres for $110, and a water pump, because the water pump makes horrible noises. I haven't demonstrated that yet, but I will when I get a good bit of daylight to go over the engine bay. A few people want to have a look to see what it's like. They're pretty basic, but they've got a good Nissan double overhead cam engine in them, so not too shabby. Anywho, that's enough for tonight, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more little computer bits and pieces. I'll make that a separate video.